Right, so we got here in the end. Right, shall we start? I think so. Okay, so welcome to another weekend streaming live on YouTube. I'm Kendizle, the black British cyclist, and I'm here checking out the new route on Zwift, which is Scotland. It is not a race day today. Zone 2. So we're checking out the Scottish Highlands. Spin the legs out. Get some nice base training in. Ooh. Legs do feel really heavy, but I didn't ride yesterday. So that's a bit of a break. Bit of a rest. Got my Tron bike all tuned in with the two-tone colour, pink and blue. You know how we do. Get these shoes nice and tight. This is just the lead-in. I don't think there's a great deal of elevation. Probably about 200 meters or something like that. Not much. Coming in pretty flat. I guess that's some luck. Across. To the side. That's the best I can do with a Scottish accent. My Scottish accent and my Irish accent are limited to TV characters on British soap. So my Irish accent is either based on Jim McDonald or yeah, anyone like that. And my Scottish accent is pretty much what's his name? What's that Scottish comedian? Anyway, that's it. So what I'm gonna do on the downhill, this light this needs to be brought back a little bit. Sunshine, pray by light. Oh, one other thing on this rather chill, bright but chilly early February day. Guys, I'm the Green British Cyclist once again, cycling on 100% self-generated green energy, Zwifting for free, Zwifting green. All of my lights, the stream, internet, the minuscule amounts that the turbo trainer uses, but everything else, my fans, even a cup of coffee that I had before I got on, all using green energy. That's pretty cool, I think. I should be on the green bike, I know. So we're going to do we'll find a nice group. We're still in the lead-in, so we've not actually started the full route yet. It's 18.4 degrees in here, so it's slowly warming up. Can't imagine where that heat's coming from. Little bit of a downhill. Chance for a fast spin. Oh, let me do some ride-ons. Ride-ons, welcome. Thanks for joining. Not quite sure what the Sunday holds, but I thought I'd give Twitch a bit of a break and jump on the old tube. Reach out. So thanks for joining. If you know me, hi. If you don't know me, hi. If you're wondering what this is, feel free to ask away. Do have my stream window on a screen to the right of me. Zwift on a big screen in front. screaming software in front of me there, so I should pick up any comments pretty much straight away. But this is the Zwift. It's an online cycling game. Right, nearly time for me to hit my fan. Computer, turn on gym fan. I've got everything on smart plugs. Oh, yes. Oh, so it's like I'm really outside and the breeze has hit me. So I have one big fan to the side. And this one's just kicked in now. I kind of set it on a timer to kick in. I'll turn that side on off for a bit. Or maybe turn off the front one. Woo! It's like I'm going really fast. If I had hair, maybe I'll grab the wig so you can see the hair blowing in the distance. So yeah, I have all my fans on smart plugs. So they're just ordinary standard dumb fans. Once they're turned on, if you turn it off at the plug, the fan still works. So no change. That people in front just done a loop. I think it is, isn't it? Now they've disappeared. Right. So, great for whenever you accidentally, but when you kind of forget to turn on the fan before you start riding, you're like, oh. I mean, I'm sure you've dropped a towel before. Not dropped a towel. No, you forget your towel when you're on, and you don't want to stop. It's kind of like that. Okay, so we've got Bernie, the pace partner, in front, holding a steady 1.6. Ah, welcome Mo, how you doing? So you get a turbo trailer, it's harder to slack because it's in the house. Here, ready for you. No, I was going to slack today, I was like, oh. Spent all yesterday making that solo video. Now I usually do long rides on a Saturday and Sunday. Of course I missed Saturday, I'm like, oh, let's jump on. And sort of Watopia, it's like a month-long series of group rides. This is the last stage. Got the t-shirt, got the hats. I think this one gets me the socks. And this is a brand new route. Let's check out some of the scenery. Welcome to Scotland. So we've not just got London and Yorkshire as the routes. We've now also got Bonnie, Scotland. So 2-0. Right, internet, me change view. Anyway, right, okay, so my FTP is as is there, 221, but my maximum watts, I think I have done a max 12. I think it's about 12.58, but there's a glitch sometimes when you start the Zwift, when you've been idling, the pedals sort of like, or the parameter ramps up. So my Zwift record is showing something like 1500, but I've not pushed that many watts yet. I think I'm just under 1300 is my max. I barely remember something being about 1250. I got over 12 because you get a badge in Zwift when you've done over 1200 watts. Outside I've done over 1000, So my FTP is 221, but because I've not been riding that much lately, my actual EFTP will be a little bit lower. Although I did have a race on maybe Wednesday or Thursday morning, crazy early mini short race, and that was at about my FTP, which sounds about right. Although I was tired as hell, but I know I wasn't going at 100% because I didn't have 100% in me. So I think once my fitness catches up again, I think I'm due another FTP increase. Different sort of riding though, Mo. It's like so my FTP at 221, what that effectively means is that I could hold that pace, or that average pace, for an hour, you know, some all over. It's your hour pace. Now, it's not hard written, but it's a pretty accurate indicator as to your power, your effort. You can still like stand up, sprint and crank out 1,000 watts. You could do like 400 watts more than me, but your FTP, think of it as your overall fitness over a distance. Right, so you can work out your FTP if that was your average over 5 minutes. As long as the total ride lasted for like more than 20 minutes, that will give you an FTP of probably somewhere around about mine. I mean, you do mountain biking. What I had to learn with the transition to road cycling was just a whole different level of riding. Whereas I'm used to going at this sort of like low cadence, kind of like grinding. See, I'm doing like 80 RPMs without even thinking. Nothing special, you know, 160. What you see in my bar at the bottom, it's mostly blue and green. So I'm purposely only looking to stay in my zone 2, zone 3, which for me, which for me is around about 2 watts per kilogram, or about 160 to 170 watts or so. But I think where we have the advantage being mountain bike riders is we're used to sort of like grinding up hills. So I guess that gives you your slow twitch, musters your endurance. But the difference with road riding is holding that pace for set amounts of times, and you've really got to think about where you get your recovery, etc. in. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, so I bought a gravel bike last year, as in November 21, so like a year ago, and I love it. Gives you like some of the features of a mountain bike, but with the benefits of a road bike. So when I've been doing my exploring, all local roads and that, you can do your road riding, you've still got your speed, but you haven't got big, wide, knobbly tyres giving you more rolling resistance. But then there's enough width, tyre clearance and tread so you can go off. So I could take it to the left of what's on the screen now. You know, you could even do Cannock Chase on a gravel bike. I went to Nottingham, Sherwood Pines on the gravel, did the blue route, which got a few red features. I took it like to the left of the bike park, And although obviously I weren't doing jumps and stuff, I still went round okay. So it gives you the flexibility to be able to sort of like take it off-road, at least down some, you know, cobbles and feel safer, light mud, some loose gravel, perfectly fine. Look at the views. Oh, this is amazing. It's great to be in Scotland, but still home. So I've just ordered another new bike, as you do. So I've ordered the Ribble. It's an endurance road bike. It's all race spec. So it's full carbon wheels, disc brakes. I'll have some fun on that. So we'll have to link up, go for a ride. And obviously I've got a few bikes. More than welcome to come out on one of my bikes. If you don't have a road bike, just a mountain bike. Only trouble is though, is it'll make you want to get a road bike. Yeah, I'll be doing some of that soon actually. Possibly go over to I think it's Gran Canaria, or one of the islands anyway. It's really popular for cycling. There's some like, don't get me wrong, it's all about hills. The best thing about climbing a hill though, just like on the mountain biking, that hill you weave up and down, yeah, it's a bit of a head doer going up there, but how awesome is the downhill and the sights at the top. Oh, okay, I got the power up, but I didn't even realise. Yeah, Tenerife, that was the other one. I was trying to remember. Have you still got your drone? Perfect for drone shots. Oh. Nice pace, so a bit green now, so you put the pace a bit. So what I'm going to try and do here, this is the tactical bit. Because we're kind of going up a climb, it's going to be a downhill bit. Should really use my feather. See the bridge, the gate ahead. So on the downhill, if you oh okay, no drone. If you're with a group, you'll travel down faster. You get the draft effect. More important when you're racing or you want to like a long ride, you want to get to the top of the hill with the group. Woo! It's a nice route. There's enough effort in the legs. Give it some nice touches of green. Woo! Nearly didn't jump on. Nearly didn't jump on. Okay, let's check out the views. I'm going to turn off my display. Let's take in the full views. Used to... Oh, the riding, you mean? Your body, like, does, like, get a bit tired at times. Bit of time off, you get a bit rusty. Your muscle memory is still there, it just needs to be woken up. I mean, like when I went out with you that time, mountain biking, I hadn't been going as regular as I used to. So I was tired as hell on those rides. I was kind of thinking like, what's going on? But that gave me the nudge to just up my training, catch up again. Look at this. and with my fans on, it actually does feel like I'm outside doing some riding. How's everything else anyway? Life all good? Family, work, life in general? Oh, how peaceful. So peaceful. Work and chill, winter stay indoors. Indoor bike. I know, yeah. Tell you what, with the amount of solar power I've generated today, nearly 9 kilowatts, cycling on green energy, kind of felt like summer, only on the inside, freezing outside, through the castle. I think I might have this lap 1, coming up to lap 1. Didn't start on a healthy break. Up the cadence. Let's have a look. What we got? 8%. Going at 10 kilometers an hour. Crawling. Miguel, the pace partner, ahead. Yo, Miguel, what up? Garmin's got me at baseline. See, the Garmin, you can't hide from the Garmin. Garmin knows when you're slacking. Garmin's like, oi, baseline, dude. Sometimes it's a bit more generous and it's like, maintaining. It's not giving me the FTP increase or the VO2 max increase in a while. And I get a bit of draft from Miguel. How you doing, squirrel? Squeeze, squeeze. All right. Well done to Zwift for continually expanding the environment, adding new worlds. They need to add another big challenge though. Oh, mini recovery. Oh, not fast enough for a super talk. Gradient's probably going to kill here. Yep, 0. Miguel's back. Mini recovery. Oh, stretch these legs out. Oh. Ooh. Those dudes are actually they're behind me. Oh. It's amazing how good you feel there after a ride. Even looking down at the Garmin and seeing how many calories you've burnt. Could have stayed downstairs. Put Netflix on. I was just browsing YouTube. So I'm going to be doing some more races very soon. I used to race every Wednesday with Tim and the Army Cycling guys. They've kind of like closed it to non-club members. I'm not a part of any cycling club. British cycling, that's about it. But short races, as long as they're not always long races once a week, can be a bit of a toll. So I think 2 more weeks of zone 2 base training. That should get my legs nice and fresh again. and then I'll do some races. So do you reckon I should do like, try and find a Saturday early evening, about 4 p.m. race, or about the same time on Sunday? Actually, are there any races on? Let's have a look. Checking the Zwift companion app. Quick push out, 4:30, 10 laps, downtown Dolphin. Okay. Flatty's fastest on. That was that short one I did Wednesday. 4th in Zwift, 1st on Zwift Power. Pookie butt. Ride on, dude. So, as with most things, so with effort, 30 minutes or more, in reality, especially because I know you as well, so I know you're not like a complete beginner. If you was doing 2 hours of riding a week, whether that was 2 1-hour rides or 2 half-hour rides and like a 1-hour ride, that would sort of like maintain, that would give you a really solid sort of like maintaining. So kind of like this pace that I'm doing now, you do this, you'll maintain, you won't really gain nothing significant, but you shouldn't really drop your fitness, you're just maintaining. So the more you add on to that, whether that's effort, not necessarily just days, you could add on another day, that's zone 2. Still good base training, but it's not really going to give you like marginal or massive gains. So I'd say you want to be pitched somewhere around about four workouts a week, but think about your TSS, your training stress score. And if you don't know what TSS is, just think efforts or think like zones. So I'm pretty much blue with some green. If I do this for an hour, I'll probably end with a TSS score at this pace of about 50, maybe 60. But if I was doing like intervals, harder pace, even with some rest in between, that would be like more of an impact. So if you're getting a TSS of around about 200, bear in mind each person's different, that will be like hard enough effort that's going to move you forward rather than just keeping you sort of like plateaued or on a decline. So what I do in those 4 days, I would have like one day like this, like a zone 2 day, and that could either be at the start of the week or towards the end, like, you know, zone 2. I do a long ride, which again could be about the same pace or even a bit lighter. You could even mix it in with like a recovery day, like an active recovery. And I'd have 2 days out of workouts. So I'd want to throw in some intervals. Because intervals are the sort of workouts that give you your gains, your improvements. So if you look at my FTP at 221, a really good workout to build that is any effort that's at, just below, or just over the FTP. So what's really good I've found is these workouts called under-overs. So it's just a workout that's, you do some intervals just over your FTP, like say 45 seconds or 1 minute. Then you do like an interval just below your FTP. So I'd probably do like, I think it's about 10%. So I'd be like 230, 240, and I'd be like 200. and you do like, you'd string some of those blocks together. You might have those in, say, blocks of 4, 5, 6, 7 might be a bit too much. You do like a recovery block, so you maybe drop down to zone 2, do about 130, 140 for 2 to 5 minutes, then do an interval block again, so you're pushing yourself just above your effort. Another one that's quite good is VO2 max. So you think of the graph, you want to be doing a block that's pretty much like yellow, so kind of like around about sort of like sweet spot. Let me show you what that would look like. So kind of like this pace here, do a solid block here, 10-minute intervals. It's a nice load on the legs, maybe a bit less than this, but I'm on a hill. So a block like this, puts you in a really nice sort of like training zone. Your heart rate gets up, and doing, I wouldn't really do too much of them, like no more than 2 a week, evenly spaced out. That'll give you some nice gains, give you some strength gains, give you some endurance gains. Yeah, solid workout, VO2 max, or just a solid block just below your max effort. Split them up. Right, what we got? Right, let me just make sure that I fully get that. So you train for 2 hours across 3 days, or is it you have 3 days of 2-hour training and 1 day of a 3-hour training? That 3-hour looks about right. You'd be burning between 500 and 600 calories for an hour effort. That's what I'll end up after this. Okay, what you're doing on that 3-hour, that's kind of like when I used to go to like Cannock Chase, not that it was 3 hours, but and I'd do like follow the dog, then the monkey trail, and occasionally I'd do the loop again. No, like up a cliff, as you come around the follow the dog again, or I'd do double routes at Thetford. So yeah, that, I mean, 3 hours is a solid block, really solid block. You could probably drop that down to 2 hours. Oh, okay, but it's not one solid block of one thing though, is it? Saying that, I'd easily spend that in the gym when I was gymming. About an hour, hour 20 on weights, an hour on the cross trainer, 20-25 minutes doing sort of like sit-ups and stretches, and then I'd even do a few laps in the pool. It is a lot when you're fitting a lot in. Now I only train 1 hour blocks of body, and sometimes I'm only doing maybe 20-minute and 10-minute yoga session, or a 20-minute band session and 20-minute core. AI gym. Yeah, so as long as you split those days evenly with some rest days in between, it's not a bad session. 3 hour, end of the week, nice long session, fuel well day before, give your body the right fuel sources ready to tackle it. Then a nice recovery afterwards, and then my first day back would be I'd do something like my zone 2 ride, something like this actually, or maybe a little bit lower pace, lighter pace. But I better get rid of this draft parallel. Yeah, so back to, so I'll do 2 workouts, 1 intervals. So if I was racing on a Wednesday, I'd class that as like a workout, because a race is like all your interval training sort of like coming together. And then your zone 2, your base rides, is what gives you your fitness for you to be able to race and hold that pace. So think about, you were saying about hitting 280. In order for you to hold 280 and hit that pace, even riding at 180 for like a block, 5-minute blocks, 10 minutes blocks, is going to prepare your body for being able to hit that watts and maintain that wattage. So now, after 38 minutes, I'm feeling settled in. 24 minutes ago, I realised I hadn't turned on the Garmin. It's kind of more for dual recording. So I'm kind of all riding on my own, no draft advantage. I'm enjoying a little mini downhill bit here. I'm not worried about super tucking. It's too short a distance to even get the speed for it. I'll just watch the heather in the distance. So this will be real life roads. I'm going to whack the watts up as we go to about 8-9% on this hill. Take some of this speed up this incline. Then I'll drop the feather. See my kilometres an hour going down. 20, 19, 18. Yeah. Woo, Scotland, right. Deja vu. Round 2. One more time back here. Back down again. There's the front pace. The front group. Of course they've lapped me. Of course. They're all going to be proper A-class people. A-class riders. A-class. Class A team. Not that sort of class A. Ugh. Right. mini recovery. See if every hill you climb there's a nice hill to decline. Right, should we get some more scenic views? Oh look, there's the Loch Ness. There's Yeti. See, Nessie. I said Yeti. I meant Nessie. You know what I mean. And we've got some Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights. See, Zwift just delivers. We get the Scottish scenes, Highlands, fresh country. No, it's a cat. Anyway, we get the Oral Northern Lights. Oh, right on, dudes. Race away. I'll just keep the rear for you. This is the sort of pace though that you could like just go on and on. Chill, chill, chill. With the still. Oh. So 43 minutes elapsed time. Oh. Ooh. Might help me get up the hill faster. For rock back and forth. What do you think of the new Zwift Scotland scene? My current viewers. Ride on, dude, ride on, ride on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Take no prisoners. And take no freedom. It's way better than an app I use called My Whoosh. Yeah, you mentioned My Whoosh. Is that like does it have like graphics like this, or was it videos or real life video? I mean, Zwift, I was hooked when I first jumped on it just over 2 years ago. What I love is that they continually like add more, you know, they haven't just like left it and that's it. So they added Macquarie Islands last year, like Neokyo. It's kind of like almost modelled on Tokyo with Neo and neon lights and etc. And you got the countryside as well. And that's really good. It just makes it more interesting, interactive. You can customise your bike. You can only get this Tron bike here after you've cycled up 50,000 meters of elevation. So pick a high mountain or hill, cycle up it until you've cycled the equivalent upwards elevation of 50,000 meters. Then you get this bike. You can win different jerseys and stuff like that. So pretty much everything you have, whether it's a kit, a bike, you have to earn by sweating and doing some effort. I think that dude's stuck there. He was there earlier, weren't he? This dude's are you here to draft? Grab it off. Okay. I mean, if you strip away the screen and all of that, all you've got really is a head unit. Yeah, it's the display you have on your head unit. It's just translated, isn't it, into Zwift. Makes it a hell of a lot more interactive. So obviously the effort I'm pushing translates into the screen. Otherwise, I'd probably just be sulking, watching the television. Well, don't own a TV, but you know what I mean. Watching Netflix on my laptop in front, or in a gym, doing the same thing but in front of a mirror. Oh, we're in the Scottish jungle. This might be where they make the iron brew, or where they hold the secret recipe. What do you reckon? Was he just speaking some iron brew? Barra's iron brew, made in Scotland from gutters. Oh, hi. You have to pay for it. Is it a free app? Ugh. If it's free, I think there lies your problem. If you want to try Zwift, I can send you a code. You get a month free. I get a free month as well. I don't really care whether you use the thing or not. I'd recommend it regardless. But I think they started doing something last year where if you recommend someone, they use your code, they knock off a month's subscription for the referral. Either way, I'll send you a code. Still got your number. Got your email, haven't I? I think. Yeah, so RGT started free. I mean, Zwift was free to start as well. You've got to build your base first, haven't you? Wow, look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? So I did join RGT when I joined Zwift to give it a try. Started with the trial. And then I think I kept it for a couple of months. But I don't really race. I don't race. Definitely didn't race then. It was nice to try something different. It was interesting, fun. They've improved it end over end since. But it's not really been back. I kind of like the interactiveness of Zwift. And although I don't usually stream on YouTube, I'm slowly going to start changing that, do more YouTube streams. I'm really sort of like tuned in to doing everything on Twitch. There's a really, really close community there of all of us Zwifters who also stream. You know, YouTube tends to be more make a video for someone to look, search for, find, watch, engage. TikTok's more, I'm on an instant fix and I've got a few second attention span. Twitch is more, I want to stream my content, but I want to chat directly with the people watching. Maybe there's someone that to be found on here. I mean, right now we're having like a friend catch up. Woo. Okay. Must be coming to the end. Guy's sprinting, is he sprinting to the finish? Turn my display back on. Oh no. Oh, we've already passed the lights. The lights? Oh, talking nonsense. 5 kilometres left anyway. Legs are feeling a bit heavy. And do a little bit of fast cadence. Dude wants to stay with me, which is fine. Made him spin up for a bit. So you could actually stop off here, couldn't you? And here's the difference back to the benefits of a gravel bike. If you was riding here on a road bike, so you got all that scenery across to the right. I know it's just pixels, but anyway, you could venture over there on the gravel bike and your bike's not gonna like be buried in mud, you know, just stuck. Go exploring a little bit, whereas you could do it a lot easier on a mountain bike, but all the way up here, heavier bike, so heavier, longer on the climb, knobblier tyres, knobblier, say it in French, knobblier tyres. So you're going to have more rolling resistance. Is that right? More rolling resistance. Yeah, you want less rolling resistance. The least resistance is smoother. It's going to be a solid hour. Not a solid hour workout. That's not really bad, is it? Stay with my boys. Lock, loop, reverse. What power up do you reckon I'll get? Feather, XP, Aero, or Draft? I reckon XP. XP, baby. So XP, experience points. Makes my orange bar move. When I get to 45, I can buy the best looking wheels in the whole of Zwift. Oh, wait till you see them. They're so awesome. Nearly finished. Just less than 3 kilometers left. Doesn't normally finish on a downhill, but Might be a mini climb at the end. Let's get the legs ready. Yeah, here it is. Here we go. Having some money speed through. Last mile. Let's go. Oh. Come on, Martinez. Catch me up. We'll roll to the end. Come on. Come on, Martinez. There he is. Martinez is panicking. I'm going to pick him on the line. So I'll just pull back for a bit. This wasn't a race. You can take the glory. Glory is yours. ...260 meters of elevation, 32 kilometers, probably about 670 calories maybe. Boom. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Right, I've got the Zwift kit. I've completed the whole badge. So that's Tour de Zwift 2023 wrapped up. First big Zwift event of the year. Flat is Fast has also been running. I've completed that at the same time. The next big one we're all looking forward to is Tour of Watopia, double XP and double draft. Chance to really up some levels, pick out some of those big routes. I've still got to do the pretzel and the Uber pretzel. I think it's like 120 and 140, maybe 160 kilometers. Solid. So I've got both of those badges to tick off on the Zwift. I'm hoping, in fact, I will do it this year. There'll be an event on, or some Fondo event, big Fondo event. Ooh. Better to do those in a group, get the full benefit of the draft. Bit more fun, bit more interesting. This isn't a bad route actually, nothing too challenging. Decent gradient, some mini downhill bits. No real places for a super tuck. You could probably get I don't know, not even here. It tricks you into thinking you can get a super tuck, but it's not enough speed. There's Nessie again. It's moved. I think it might be a she. What do you reckon? Is Nessie male or female? You'd think she was female, so she can continue to lay eggs. But then if there's no male, hey, do you remember Familyness? That program. For the Familyness. They were like Nessies. Fearlessness. Ferociousness jumps out for lunch and returns with a crash and a crunch. And returns with a splish and a splash and a splash to the Familyness. Obviously sung in tune. Right, so I'm gonna finish spinning the legs off. I want to thank everyone who joined. I think I had and yeah, live streaming on YouTube was a new thing for me, but it looks as if there's been 12 different viewers on, so thank you 12 times. Max concurrent was free. I'll take that. If you've come because you clicked the wrong thumbnail, hello, goodbye. Okay, because you've watched some of my other content, this is what I do in between, or you're watching it on the playback. Interesting. Fast forward to the best bits. There probably are no best bits, but what I normally do on these rides is I'd make a shorter video where I can clip like a highlight. So if you aren't subscribed, or if you are subscribed, check out my shorts. So there's a whole playlist, Zwift bits. They're like little bits from the rides that I've done through riding Zwift. And if you want to know about it, there's a few videos in there that give you some really basic from a real person, rider's experience on what it's all about. Anyway, it's been great. I have a yoga session after here. That's my workout's done. End of the week. Say hello to the start of a new week. And see you soon. Adios. Peepos. Oh. I think I'm going to stop as soon as you come to a hill. No more hills unless it's downhill. Oh. 1%, 1%, 2%. Look, there's a old-fashioned Annie and Clarabelle train. Look, I might stop on 35. So we like to stop on around a nice even kilometre, not just because of the 20 extra XP points. It's just nice and neat, isn't it? Do you stop? If you Zwift, do you stop when you stop? Or do you always wrap it up to the nearest kilometre? Or do you go that stage further and you wrap it up to the nearest round number? Or to the nearest 5? Or does it not matter? It shouldn't matter. It's all just numbers. But that numbers look better when they're nice and neat. So I'm going to stop on 35. Should be just by that tree. Yep, there we go. Done, done, done. Oh, let me go back. So you see, you were asking about my fastest. When that's 5 seconds, I didn't do 1:56 out for 5 seconds. That's clearly a glitch. These are going to be accurate, semi-accurate times. 2:72. Although it's pretty low. That might be for the year or something. Anyway, be higher than that. Something's gone on here. Not sure what. Yeah, 1 minute up to about. Yeah, oh, sorry, that was this ride. I was panicking then, thinking I've done more than that. Okay, yeah, so my 1 minute, yeah, 4:26, 5 minute, 2:63, 20 minutes. That should be a bit more because obviously I've done my FTP. So FTP is 2:21. So anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Let's end this. Save these pics. Save the pig. Oh, got too many. Right, okay, let me get rid of that. Don't need that. Let's have some of that. Oh. We're done. Thanks for watching.
Mama, life had just begun.